Number one, Jimmie Johnson and Chad Knaus. Can they be stopped? Is 7 championships an absolute, or is it a possibility? There are people in the sport who look at it both ways. I'm very confident that Jimmie will win 7 and maybe 8. Maybe just not this next year. So that's number one. Number two, NASCAR has done some tests, particularly at the 1.5 mile tracks, to try to improve the competition. Now, we have very, very close competition. Maybe it's too close. A lot of fans would like to see more passing and less pack racing. So they've done some testing. They've made some aerodynamic changes to the cars that will not slow them down, will not hinder them in the corners, but gives the crew chiefs a little bigger box of toys and tools to try to get those cars handling better. And if cars are running at different speeds, you're going to have more passing. I think that's the goal. Matt Kenseth had a breakout season this last year. Kyle Busch had his best season ever. Kevin Harvick came close. Will it be one of them, or will it be somebody else who challenges Jimmie and Chad for the championship? All great storylines going forward. I may not be the world's biggest fan of modifieds, but I insist I'm in the top 5. I started in this business at a modified track, Riverside Park Speedway in Massachusetts, which sadly is no longer there, and then moved to Thompson, Stafford, Freeport, Long Island, Riverhead, Long Island, Malta, New York, and then eventually hooked up with MRN, Motor Racing Network Radio, as a stringer, went down there full-time, ended up running the place, and then moved into television, still doing a lot of radio. I think the modifieds are probably the best pure expression of a race car that we have in NASCAR. It's the one division that encourages innovation rather than having cars that all look very similar and run similar speeds. They're open wheel cars. So not only can you see the driver at work, but you can see the effects of what he's doing at any time in the corner on the racetrack. They're thrilling to watch. They put on a great show. They're absolutely my favorite form of racing. Clay Campbell's a longtime friend. His grandfather was a very good friend of mine. And when Clay says, could you please come up and speak to our Chamber of Commerce at their annual meeting? I said, it's mid-December. You don't want me to come up and play Santa Claus or anything like that. It's like, no. Just come talk about your experiences and Martinsville and what it's meant to you and what it means to the people in racing, and maybe try to bring a little bit of how the outside looks at this part of Virginia to the folks here. So that's why I'm here, and I'm happy to be here.
Hi, I'm Nick Bello, the credit master with Danville Toyota. Are you looking and trying to find that perfect holiday gift? Are you looking for that perfect four-wheeler this Christmas season? I have one for you right now, 2014 old redesigned Tundra. Come by and see it at Danville Toyota. Are you tired of paying that high prices at the pump? Well, I got one for you, 2012 Toyota Prius, 50 miles to a gallon. Come by at Danville Toyota and see it firsthand.